to YouTube. Let me just take a sip of water. Let's just check we've got some audio. Hang on, and we'll start. Let's go and have a look at, let's see, when I can hear some feedback, then I know that we've actually got some audio. All right, so we have. So I hope everyone's having a good day. We are, what is it today? It's Wednesday today, half the week already. Jesus, time has flown. We'll just talk about some meme coins. I want to show you a project that literally, this is going to be the fastest project. I mean, there's been ones that have been faster, but the way that this one went about lasted only about 55 minutes. I'll tell you what unfolded. You know, it's just crazy what's happening in this space. But first of all, let's just go to Bitcoin 57. So higher lows, guys. So yeah, when Bitcoin goes down, you just buy it up because there's high lows, right? So next time it drops, there's always a higher floor. So I mean, like, there's going to be the day that, like, you know, it did drop under 50, but only for, you know, a short time. It went to, let's see here. Just trying to, there, 49.7. But that hasn't happened in a very long time. You can see here. Like the last time it went to 49 or under 49 was February. So yeah, Bitcoin's going to continue to go up. I was quite this was dramatic. I was quite amazed it went under 50, but it's like 50, 49.7, 49.8 was pretty close. But yeah, so, you know, over time, the floor always goes up. You know, once upon a time it was 10K, then it went to 20K, then it went to 30K, then it went to 40K. Now basically I think it's about 50K. So can you see, like, over time the floor gets higher and higher. Like, the floor basically is, you know, the floor. It's never going to go under the floor. So, yeah, that's just how it is. So yeah, you know, you want to take opportunity to buy when this thing dips. I mean, MicroStrategy continues to buy Bitcoin. Like, I think what MicroStrategy are trying to do is they're trying to basically get all the supply of Bitcoin. Not all of it. I mean, there's no way they'll be able to get all of it. They don't have enough money. But what they're trying to do is control the supply to a certain degree, which is only small. They only got a small amount compared to, you know, the total amount of Bitcoin. But I mean, we could Google it. How much BTC does MicroStrategy have? And there's already been Googled 20 million times. See, the MicroStrategy has 226,500 Bitcoin, 226,500 Bitcoin, worth 7.5 billion, and see, that just goes to show you there. See, MicroStrategy states the average price of Bitcoin was 35K, and the price of Bitcoin is now 57. So they've made basically 20K on each Bitcoin, and they've got 226,000 Bitcoin. So this is what your dollar cost average. This is a perfect example. They were buying Bitcoin for a long time, and they just don't use a dollar cost average strategy. Very simple. You know, so every time that, even now, by buying Bitcoin, if you have a dollar cost average strategy, your average price of Bitcoin that you buy it for, even though you're buying it now for 57, you've got to look at all your total cost of when you bought Bitcoin and how much it costs you. And if you average out the price, that's where you make your profit. It's a very simple strategy, but it's very, very powerful. That's why when you look at the price of Bitcoin, don't worry about the price of Bitcoin, just buy it. And over time, if you adopt this strategy, like, we're talking the next 10 years, you should be buying Bitcoin because it's still going to be cheap. In my opinion, Bitcoin's going to easily reach $1 million by 2030. And Michael Saylor said that Bitcoin should be at least between 13 million and 45 million high side by 2045. So it's that's 20 years away. So hopefully I'll still be around in 20 years. Hopefully you will be too. But you've got plenty of time to be buying this stuff, right? 57K is chicken feed. Obviously, you know, you would have been wanted to buy it earlier, but you can't go back. You can't go back. You can't turn back the hands of time. All you got now is now. So buy some Bitcoin now and just do the dollar cost averaging strategy. That, the micro strategy is one of the biggest companies that Bitcoin has been doing. It's not rocket science, guys. All you do is just accumulate. Just buy $20, $50, $100 every time you get your pay. Just buy it, because it's going to do at least another 20x within a short period of time. When I'm talking about 6 years, 6 to 7 years, can do a 20x. Is your house going to do 20x? Is stocks going to do 20x? Is gold going to do 20x? Is silver going to do 20x? Highly, highly unlikely. So, but Bitcoin can, so because of the limited supply. So this is as simple and as proof as possible, right? Like Michael Saylor, he's not stupid, right? So yeah, just accumulate this stuff, guys, because this was what can get you out of your day job, or even just stay in your day job, but just accumulate wealth, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum's 2.25. Ethereum's got unlimited supply, so don't get carried away with this ETF. It's an infinite supply, right? It's not like Bitcoin, where it's limited to 21 million. Totally different kettle of fish here, right? Solana's dropped to 153. It did get up to like 180 something. So, the market is down, so, all these meme coins are down as well. But then when the market switches, everything pumps, see, look at these things are up like 100%. They're so volatile. So yeah, this is the one that I was talking about, right? The show was over in literally 55 minutes. So this was a pumped up fun one. The dev sold here, and then he probably bought back in another wallet because he was still on the live stream on the Telegram, because I was watching this thing. I didn't get into this, and I knew it was going to dump. See, most of these meme coins, they don't last. The 100K mark, like 90, I would say 90% of them never get past the 100K mark. So, there's a lot of play here. I have been playing around with these pumped up fun ones. I'll show you the latest thing. Got rugged on one. Here I got rugged on not Screamy. Joy. I got rugged on Joy. This one here. And Screamy, I took a loss of 30%. So as you can see here, out of my 16 I've done, I've only won 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm probably breaking even, if that, because I did have a big win of 300% here, but then I've taken heaps of losses. So I would say I'll probably break even, like I lost 30 there, 20 there, 55 there, 50 there, 70, 30, 50, 18, 70, so you better work it out. And then I won 300% up on that, 60% up on that, 60% on that, 60% on that. So I would probably be breaking even, maybe a small profit. So these meme coins, they're really, like, when you get in a pumped up fun, this is what I've noticed, guys. When you get on pumped up fun, these ones here, I use Bull Vision's, BullX Vision. I'll put all the links below. Actually, I'll probably just change it now. I like this one because it's really easy the interface is really easy, and I'll show you another feature that I've just added, which makes it a lot more easier. So, let me just update here, so then you guys can get the links. It'll be my affiliate link, but I mean, mate, it's not even worth it. I don't get hardly anything from it, but at least you get the right links, you know what I mean? You're not going to get scammed. These are the official links to, down here it says tools, BullX, Photon, and GMGN. These are the ones I use. I'll tell you something else about GMGN you probably don't know. Just let me just talk about this in a second. Let me just, live streams. And then not made for kids. Now I'll just update it. So now that'll be in the description. I like this one here because it basically tells you like the new creations, right? You can set your filters. I usually have the filters at none. And then what will happen is, like here, see how it's got, like, see this green thing? See how it's got this green thing around it? This is when it completes, it's got the green thing around it. All right. So you can track them, literally track them. See, this one's almost finished. So you can literally track them. So when they come like here, they're going to say about to migrate. Say about to migrate, and then when it migrates, in the process of migrating, then they'll be over here. So this is a really easy way to figure out, okay, what's coming up, what can I scan and have a look at, and then, you know, I check the particulars here. I check the website, Twitter, Telegram, must be original, dev holds a small amount, insiders as well, and must have a good narrative, and bubble mass must be okay, and check if the deck's prepaid. I've talked about this before. And then what I do is I kind of try to catch them in the way. Now, if you get on Pumped Up Fun, they can still rug on Pumped Up Fun. Okay, so you've got to get through you got to pick the right one. Hopefully, you don't rug. 99% of them rug on Pumped Up Fun. Then, when they get to Radium decks, right? Basically, 90% of them don't make it. But this is just based off what I've seen. These numbers could be wrong, inaccurate, but I'm pretty sure that they're pretty accurate. So 99% of them will rug on Pumped Up Fun. Okay, so that's your first thing you've got to think about. Yeah, Pumped Up Fun. 99% of them will rug here. Okay, and then if they make it to decks, there's about between 15 and 20,000 of these launching a day. Okay, and 99% of them rug. If they make it to decks and they don't rug, then, in my opinion, 90% of them will not make it past the 100K market cap, in my opinion. Maybe less, maybe 80%. Maybe let's just go 80%, okay? So can you see, like, how much of a big failure rate these things are happening? Like I've seen so many of these things, and hardly, like, it's really difficult for them to get past 100K. Like they'll probably touch 100K, but then they'll dump, like exactly like this one. But that doesn't count. This doesn't count because it never went on. It probably did a dip. Like it's got to go to 100K, then do a dip, and then go on. So I would, to be honest, just look at these that are 200K. You know what I mean? Just go to Deck Screener. Because Deck Screen is like all Solana ones, right? This one's here, another one that dumped. Actually, this one here, this was one that dumped, and the dev dumped after. See, he got screwed because this is what he didn't know, and I'll tell you. See, the dev bought here normally, right? Because he was the Pumped Up Fun dude, and then it went to Dex. It migrated to Dex, and then the dev sold here. So maybe he didn't know. I'm pretty sure he didn't know this, okay? Because what happened? I was watching this, and what happened was when it was on Pumped Up Fun. Let's see. When it before it migrates, it says like the Radium pool is like it's at 100%, and it's about to migrate. Like it hasn't come up with this message yet. It's in the process of like switching from Pumped Up Fun takes bonds it with Radium, okay? So it's taking like 20% of the pool here, and then it sends it to Radium, and then it's basically seeding it into Dex, right? But it's still showing like that it's in this process, right? So what you can do is you can take the contract, and if you go on GMGN, because GMGN's about 10 seconds faster, but as there's seeds, as this is bonding and seeds over, it's actually longer. It's about a minute, maybe 30 seconds, because I was looking at this on GMGN and the people are already dumping. So by the time like you refresh your page here, like just say you bought into this and you're looking at it and going, okay, I just bought into a Pumped Up Fun one, I'm just waiting for it to migrate, right? So what you do is, you can take the contract here, or you can just go to Dex and then paste the contract in, and it won't show, right? Until it's migrated, until the pool is live, liquidity pool is live. And you're here, you're having a sip of coffee and you're waiting. Wrong, because this has already migrated, but Pumped Up Fun is slow in showing it, right? If you go to GMGN, you'll see it already populating, and this is what happened. This was still like, when it said, hey, it's migrating, hasn't migrated yet. I was watching it, and then I took the contract, and then I went to GMGN. That's why GMGN's really fast, okay? and I pasted it in. I was watching it, right? And people were already selling. Maybe they had bots, or maybe they just had GMGN. They were already selling this, right? And then I went back here, and then I was hitting refresh, and it was still saying that it hadn't seeded. You know what I mean? It had not showed this message yet. And I was like, that's interesting. And then I was watching it, and all these things. Oh, this was going down, 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 and then literally when it showed this message and it showed this link, then people were clicking on it. And then it was just people just realized, oh my God, because they weren't using GMGN, they weren't using this, and the people that were using this, or bots, they already knew that the liquidity pool was live, and then they were just already dumping. And then the dev, I'm pretty sure the dev was like, maybe he hung on, or maybe he didn't know, and then he realized, oh shit, I'm gonna dump. He dumped, and then this thing just dumped. So whenever, this is a little trick, whenever you don't know which way it's going to go, right? Like, this is something I discovered. Sometimes this can work for you, but sometimes it can work against you. So when these migrate, right? Let me just refresh this. I'll show you in real time, okay? I'll show you what I mean. Let's just wait for one to migrate, and I'll show you in real time what I mean. Because if it goes up, you can get it on the way up. But if it goes down, you're going to lose. So it's a 50-50. Let's just wait for one of these to migrate, because it's probably going to take a while. But while we're doing that, let's just go and talk about this one. So anyway, the dev dumped on this, and then he was like talking it up. Maybe he had another wallet, and he was talking it up. And then it started to dump. So, you know, I looked at this and thought maybe I should trade this, because the narrative was good, you know, like it looked pretty solid. It had like this whole 80s theme of this CPU thing, you know, cat CPU, cat processing unit. So it was like pretty bullish, you know, it's got this cat in the CPU unit. You know what I mean? So the graphics, I liked how it was like Windows 98 or 95, you know, the whole theme of it, you know, or XP, okay? XP view. Okay, I remember I did have a computer with XP. I did have a computer with 95. I had 98. Oh my God, I had all the computers. Yeah, so you know, this whole, you know, Windows XP, Windows 95 theme is still really popular. People still love this whole old Windows thing, right? You know, I like it. I still like this. So it was really bullet. Like, I liked it. I thought, you know, they had potential because of the, you know, the whole narrative was pretty solid, and it was like a cat. So it was like Windows and cat, right? So I thought this has a chance. And then, but I knew that, you know, I just knew that if I'm going to trade this, I'm going to wait till if it gets over 100K, because I know, because I've seen so many of these things get to 100K and dump. Because you think about it, if you're an investor, you've already got to 100K, you're probably already up 10x your money. So you're just going to wait, right? You're just going to, oh, not wait, you're just going to sell off. Like, I'm talking about pumped up fund investors. If pumped up fund investors got in, you know, they would have probably been going up 10x or 5x, just depending on the market cap when you got in. Like, if you would have got in this at 10 and in the beginning of like 10,000 market cap, and this thing's already 120K market cap, you're already 12x your money. Like, it's, you know, that's a good earn. You know, you would have turned one soul into 12 soul. Of course you're going to sell, right? Because you don't know the dev, you don't know if he's long term, or you don't know anything. So you're just like going to take a profit. So this started going down. I thought, no, I'm going to wait 100K. I'm going to wait, and then start dumping. So there's a little tip for you. If you're going to get into a project, and you're going to trade it, just wait. Don't get into it at 100K. Just wait. If it dips, usually it dips about 100K, because like people always think like, you know, why does it dip at 100K? Because 100K is like 100K, right? Because the solid numbers like the 100K, 200K, 300, these are all numbers that people have in their head that are like round numbers, and then they dip. They always sell at these big high numbers. It's just human psychology, right? So at 100K, 200K, 300K, they always dip, like depending on the dip. But 100K is usually the first dip with meme coins. I mean, you know, you could just go back and have a look at all the different ones, right? Just go back to, so that's why you always wait. Like, don't get in on 100K because it's going to dip, right? Most of the time. I mean, just go and have a look at all these ones here. Let's just go look at this one, for example. This one's at 400K, right? Raw dog. Let's go back here and check if anything's migrated. Not quite yet. Like I said, we want to check one that's migrating so I can show you. Let's go look at raw dog. See? Let's go to market cap and then just switch it to full. So this is 100K. Let's see. Raw dog did okay actually. This one here didn't have any dip at all. It just mooned to 200K. It didn't really have a dip. See that? This one's solid. This one just went straight to. Maybe it did have. No, it really didn't sell off at all. Really, until it got to 300K. Holy shit! This one was like a. You know what I mean? So this one was a really good one. Yeah, and it was a pumped up fun one. I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm going to kill myself. Like, these things, they're just... Okay, let's go and have a look at another one. Let's look at this one. Huggy. I tell you, these dog coins, man, I tell you, they never fade. They never fade. Let's go and have a look at another one. Market cap. This one did really well as well. This one's 6 hours old though. So these dog coins, man, they're the shit. This one's 155. It pulled back to 88, and then it went to 300. So that was a good earn, man, for people that got into that one. But generally speaking, I always see them dip at 100K. Not everyone, but the ones I've done, they've always dipped at 100K. So I tend to wait for that dip. I'm talking about the first initial dip. Right? Every coin will have a first dip, right? Some will die off and some will continue on, and that's how you determine. You got to figure out, whether it's going to go up or not. Look at the volume, look at the holders, look at the dev. Is he still in? A lot of factors, right? To determine whether you're going to go in or not. Is the narrative bullish? That's those sort of things. So this one's probably a pumped up fun one as well. See, I'm telling you guys, look, there's another one. It's a pumped up fun one. Yeah, dogs are bullish, man, really bullish. And this is our token here, buddy token, as well as we're up to 49%. We're another buy come in. So Mike John came in with 1 Solana. Hey, we're slow. We're building organically, but hey, you know what? We're building it the right way. So check it out. If you want something that's not going to rug, it's going to be long term. You love dogs, and this will be something for you. Okay, we want to get into the hundreds of millions. We're not settling for anything small, and we want everyone to win with this one. Okay, so it's a matter of just getting in early and parking your bags, planting your flag. That's it. All right, we're going to ride this baby, and I'm going to be completely honest. This is not going to happen overnight. It may take 1 year. It might even take 2 years. I mean, look at freaking Doge. Doge is what? Did you know? Fun fact, the Doge was created, I'm pretty sure it was created before Ethereum. That's how long Dogecoin has been around for. Fun fact, when was Dogecoin created? When you could look this up on Wikipedia. There you go. Dogecoin was introduced on December the 6th, 2003. Just remember that. December the 6th, 2013. When was ETH created? There you go. July the 3rd. So a meme coin was created before Ethereum. There you go. Well, it was conceived in the 1313, but it didn't go live. The initial release was like 2003, so that doesn't count. anyone can think about it, but it's when you launch, right? So this launched basically 18 months after Dogecoin. So there you go, right? These coins can last, right? Obviously, Dogecoin doesn't have any utility, but it's still around at 14 billion market cap. It's not going to go away. It's been through multiple bear markets. So, I keep telling people, guys, as long as you've got a long-term vision for these things and the coin is a narrative that's never going to fade, then you're good, right? So we're going to look at meme coins. It just depends. Like, these things don't last because the owners and the devs don't push it. They just want to make quick cash and they're out. They don't care. See? Dog coins, narrative. All right? Dogecoin is a dog. Shiba Inu is a dog. Pepe is a frog. Dog with hat. These are the top meme coins by market cap in crypto. Dog with hat is a dog with a hat, obviously. Bonk is a hat. Floki is a dog. Bonk is a dog, not a hat. Bonk is a dog. Floki's a dog. Brett's like, I don't know, there's some blue thing. Popcat is a cat. Cat in a dog's world is a cat in a dog's world. So it's a cat in a dog's world. Mong. I don't know what Mong is. It looks like it's a cat. Someone tell me what this is. And then you got dog go to the moon. That's a dog. Turbo, I don't know what that is. Looks like a frog or something. Corgi, it's a dog. Nero is a dog. Punky is like a monkey. Osaka is a dog. Baby Dogecoin is a dog. Mew is a bull. And there you go, right? Dog. They're all dogs and cats, guys. Michi is a dog. Oh, sorry, no, Michi's a cat. No, Billy's a cat. Billy's a dog. I think Michi is a cat. I don't know what Andy is. Landwolf, I don't know what that is. Retardo, it's just a retardo dude. I think Michi's a cat. Yeah, Michi might be a cat. See, so this is what I'm talking about, guys. We're on the right track. We've just got to keep on pushing, right? So it's still pretty early. Like you're at 10k market cap. That's so tiny. So join our Telegram and join our Twitter and get involved in something that's not going to be. It's going to be long term, and it's not going to rug. Because I'm the dev, right? You can see my wallet here, and I'll probably never sell anything out of this till about 100 million. So that's a long time to wait. But this is what I'm saying. This is like the long-term vision. It might take a couple of years before I get to 100 million. I don't have a problem waiting that long. Like, I've been buying Bitcoin since 2017, dollar cost averaging. So trust me, I'm very, very patient. All right, I can ride through bull markets. It's no biggie. So I'm not going to sell. Like here, we get to 100 million. I have 16 million tokens. You can see it in the dev wallet. I think it's 16 million, or it could be more. I don't know. I can't even remember. I don't even look at it. But look at it here. At 100 million, one Solana at 100 million, if you buy now, obviously it's going to change. The later you buy in, the less tokens you're going to get, right? So one Solana here at 1 million market cap, you're doing 100x or 16Ks. Your bag's worth 16K. One Solana at 20 million market cap, your bag's worth 330k, and 50 million market cap, your bag's worth 840k. So why would I sell it for anything like not even 100? Like, even if it was 100k, 100 million market cap, that's when I would sell. But I wouldn't even sell much of it. I would just keep it, because if it's going to get to 100 million, it has potential to get to 500 million. And if it gets to 500 million, it can get to $1 billion. And if it gets to $1 billion, it can get to 2, 3, 4, 5 billion. All right. So we're in a bear market. Like, we're not in a bear market. We're in a bull run, but we were just on a dip. So, all I got to do is just keep on pushing this and hold my bags, and so is everyone else. Look at 100 million, one Solana, 100 million. My bag be worth 1.6, 160. At 100 million, one Solana would be worth 1.6 million. 1.6 million. If it takes 2 years to get there, think about it. That's 800k a year. But you wouldn't sell your whole bag because, like I said before, 100 million you can get to 500 million. If you get to 500 million, you get to a billion. So the difference, to get to 100 million is really hard. It's not going to happen overnight, right? It can happen if you can throw heaps of money at it. It can happen really fast. Like Billy, it didn't take long. It only took like 2 weeks to get to 100 million, right? But if you can get to 100 million, you can get to 500 million. Like, the difference from 100 million to a billion, it's a lot closer. It's not that far compared to getting to 100 million. Like, to get to 100 million, in my opinion, is really hard. But to get to 100 million to 500 million is not hard, because you already got the momentum, right? So, but the difference is massive. Like, at 100 million, your bag's worth 1.6 million. Like, why would you sell at 100 million when you can hold, because it's not going to take long to get to 500 million. So you're going from 1.68 million to 800 to 8.4 million. Can you see how massive that is? Like, the difference in money is ridiculously, like, you're going from 1.6 million to 8 million. It's ridiculous. And then billion, you're going to 16 million. So that's why getting into something early that's going to be solid and long term, that it's not going to rug. That is the magic question. And it's really, really difficult to find these projects. Especially, I just told you, right, on Pumped Up Fun. I just told you the percentages based off what I've seen, and from what I've done. I've done over 500 of these meme coins on Pumped Up Fun, and most of them have failed. Literally, like, all of them have failed except 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. You know what I mean? So like me myself, I know that the percentage of meme coins on Pumped Up Fun, like, most of them are trash. 99% of them will rug you, and then when they go to Dex, like 80% of them won't make it past 100k. So the percentage of getting these things are really, really, really low. They're not impossible, but it's really hard. It's really hard to find these gems. So, because you don't know the dev, you don't know who's behind it, you don't know who you can trust. Here, at least you know who I am, and I'm putting my reputation on the line. I've been in crypto for a long time. I'm doxed. I have a YouTube channel, and I've repeatedly been live streaming. Right? I've been doing these live streams for how long now? 3 months? Promoting this? So why are we still at 47%? Because I'm doing this organically and I have a small YouTube channel. So once people start to realize and what we have here, they're really going to jump at this. Because that's the biggest issue. We solve the biggest issue. What's the biggest issue? Of this project rugging and scamming you. That's what they're doing. And the ones that launch on Dex, they just control the supply to push the market cap up, and then they dump. So just be very careful, the ones that are not Pumped Up Fun ones. I mean, they can hide wallets as well, right? These devs, they hide wallets, okay? But there's less chance if it's a Pumped Up Fun one and it goes to 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. But if they create the token themselves, watch out, because they can hide everything, create 100 wallets, hide all the supply, buy up the supply when they launch the token, and they have bots that will create the token and then buy out the supply in the same block. And then they'll just ride the market cap up and then slow rug it. That's what they're doing now. They're slow rugging it. So just be very careful. But at least you know that Buddy Token is completely transparent. We have a marketing wallet as well. So check out the Telegram, join our Telegram. All the links will be below, actually. Here, all the links will be here. The link to the fair launch, the spreadsheet, Twitter, Telegram, website, Facebook, and you can see our Patreon as well. You can join Patreon for $5 a month, and then you can see me do these calls here on Pumped Up Fun, which I haven't been having much luck, but this is as real as it gets, right? You know what I mean? No inside information, just me scanning this and looking at this every single day to try to find the winners. I don't look at any Telegram groups. I don't look at anything. I just base it off what I see here and what the criteria I have here. Okay, this is like in the trenches, trying to find the next 1000X coin. I mean, I already know the next 1000X coin, right? That's obviously Buddy, but I want to show you guys that if a bit of work, you can still find these gems that you're not part of. So it's not showing me anything that's migrating at the moment, so I can't really show you like what I was telling you about, the strategy, little technique, little hack. Maybe this one here, let me have a look. This is 90%, still some ways to go. So that's what I do. I come along here, Malka on Solana, make Olympics great again. You know, I don't see this as a long term, because what happens when the Olympics was dead, it's over, right? What's going to happen with this? But, you know, you might better make some quick cash. Also, Pumped Up Fund is having a live stream feature as well. They've got live streams with chat live stream, which is good. It just brings some more transparency, and it doesn't mean it's not going to rug, right? There's still devs that show their face and they rug. Trust me, right? They got no shame. I think it's. Let me show you one. So I think Pumped Up Fun are moving in the right direction to try to bring some transparency to this space, because there's so many freaking rugs here. Okay, here. So these ones here are the ones that are live streaming. So I like to really, yeah. So this is another thing you can do right now. This is not a guarantee, right? It's not a guarantee, because I've seen these things live stream and they've rug. But at least it's something extra, right? Let's go and look at this phone one. So this guy's live streaming now, and they've got a chat window as well. See, so you can see his face, okay? The percentage of, now, it's not, I'm not saying that these guys won't rug still, but the percentage of them showing their face and rugging is lower. That's all. That's all you can do, right? You can't prevent these rugs. If they're going to rug, they're going to rug, right? Because they see their bag, it's worth this. They're like, yeah, no, F you guys, I'm going to take my cash and go. There's nothing you can do, okay? All you can do is try to weed out and lower your percentage of not getting rugged. Another thing too, what I found was, you know when you get into these things, and like, let's look at it now, it's 86%. It's still pretty early. Like, even though it's 86% on the bonding curve, the majority of the actual money that's needed to bond this to Radium is actually made in the last 10%. So to seed this, I think it's like 55 or 60k to seed it. See the market cap, it's 31%. It's 31k. This has got to get to like 60k, I think. 60k is 55k or something, right? So this basically, it's like half more money is going to be double the money that's already raised. It's got to be raised, and this generally happens, like, you know, like after like 85%. So what I'm saying is this. Sometimes it's better to wait till it goes to DEX. It just depends. Like, this one's a live stream, so maybe it might be more safer, because he's, you know, and you just look at the dude's face. You know, you can actually, hang on. Has he got audio? See, so you have to just call it. You just have to go, like, does this guy look honest? You look at his. Sometimes you can tell by people's face, right? Just look at his room. It's all messy and shit, right? So what does that tell you? Like, what does that tell you, right? He's not that professional. I mean, it doesn't. You can't really. Like, you have to just look at the whole picture, right? This guy's messy. Look at, he's got shit everywhere. Like, you know, how's his project going to go? I know it's not good to think it that way, but because he could be really good. He could just be a messy dude. And most people, like, I would say most guys don't like cleaning, right? I don't like cleaning. But, you know, so you just kind of have to, like, if you was to see this guy and he had like a really professional background, he was like really, you know, he was really, he wanted to put a really good image and brand to the thing, he would have like this thing in the background, right? He'd have like a black screen or something, right? So you just have to judge it. It's not always the case, but you have to look at these things. You have to like look at, like, you know, because at the end of the day, it's your money, right? So you've got to try to pick your way through all these minefields. This is literally a minefield. You know, read the comments, and then read what people are saying in the chat. Sometimes you get these trolls. You know, like this guy's. Okay, maybe it's a bot. Okay, it looks like he's got a bot. then you get these guys that are like, you know, trolling these things. You know what I mean? They troll the dev, they troll the chat, you know. So that Pump the Fun's still working. They've got to have filters and stuff like. So it's like a YouTube live, right? People can come in and comment and stuff. I think it does enhance the experience because it's showing your face, it's showing your face, and it's showing the chat, so you can ask questions real time, and then he will talk to you. So I think this feature is good. They've just got to clean it up. Like, see, this is all trash. Like, this defeats the purpose of chat, and these guys just troll and just spam the shit out of it. So yeah, I rate the live stream ones probably a higher percentage, but it's not a guarantee because I've been on a couple of live streams, and the ones that I've live streamed, and they still run. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Let's go and look at another one. Maybe there's a feature where I can just see live streams. It doesn't have a feature yet. Sometimes you can get sometimes, you know, like you get a real one, you know. I was watching this one yesterday. It was a dude that was like live streaming from his truck. And I want to say, like, I didn't get into it, but I was like, I got to give this guy props, man. I used to drive a truck, and he's driving a truck. Obviously, he's at his job, and he's doing a live stream to raise money for his token. So, you know, I respect the hustle. This one here, I was in and I got out, and I'm glad I got out because it's so the dump. But I will say this, you know, this guy is persistent. This has been going for at least 3 days. I talked about this a couple of days ago, about this one. I got out because the price dumped. Let me have a look again. So there. See how this one's just a little bit, like, can you see how this guy's just gone to a little bit more effort? Like, this guy has been streaming for 3 days. I've watched this guy, and it's still 29%. I don't know why. Because, you know, the background's clean. He's like he's a lot more cleaner. He's not vaping. Oh no, he's vaping. What is this people vaping for? But he just looks more presentable, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Compared to the last dude we saw, he was vaping and he was like really messed up room and shit. You know what I mean? So you just have to call it how you see it. Sometimes being messy and shit is a thing that is actually could be the thing that actually was the sleeper. You know what I mean? It could be a sleeper by doing that. But this compared to the other project, I would probably look at this one first because he's just, you know what I mean? So have a read all the comments and, you know, just, like I said, it's a minefield. You've got to kind of piece it. He's only got 1% of the wallet. He's probably got other wallets, but, you know what I mean? It's a minefield, okay? So that's what I'm saying. It's just, you know, what do you do, right? So, you could just go after all the live stream ones to narrow, like this one. Okay, let's look at this one. Chlorine. They don't have anything showing. Don't understand. This one's got nothing showing. Solana for dummies. Let's go have a look at that one. Looks like he's doing DEX now. No chats yet. That's strange. There's the dude there. He's like sitting in his lounge. Yeah, he's chilling. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Where is it now? It's 91%. So the market cap is 39. So yeah, you've got to kind of like call it. You see, they've got a Telegram. You got a Telegram group. A long ass description. See, he's got no Telegram group or website. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Because he's got no Telegram group. He hasn't created a website, Telegram group, or Twitter. So how's he going to interact with people? Is he going to stay on Pumped Off on forever? See, I wouldn't go into this one. I don't know. Let's just see if he's paid for Dex. Probably hasn't. I mean, usually you don't pay it until later. I've seen guys pay for Dex and it just crashed. He hasn't paid for it. See, so you'd wait. Also here on dexcheck.xyz is another way to find other ones that have okay, this one's migrated. This one's called Wrap. Let's go and have a look at it. Liquidity looks like it's dumped already. Yeah. Dev's still holding. Well, according to this, Dev hasn't sold. It went to 200k and they're dumped. I'd say that this pumped initially and then someone picked it up, maybe a CTO team. See, this is a CTO. I'm pretty sure it's a big investor that's come in, CTO'd it or whatever, I don't know. But initially it went to 49k and then went back down to 17k. See, and then it did a huge pump to 300k. And then it dumped again. So someone's pumped and dumped it here. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't go into this one because it's got no socials. How are you gonna interact with them? Okay. Some of these things have no socials. They're just like a one picture with no socials, and they just go immediately to Dex. And and they're not scams or anything. They're like legit, like investors buying it. Why do people just always buy shit when they see other people buying shit? They don't give a shit about the project. They're just like, oh my god, I got an ape in because everyone else is buying it. It's like, what the hell? And they're shit projects, and they go to Dex. Let's have a look at this one. J-Man. Recirculated. Well, I can't remember pronounce it. It's at 86%. Using Memecoin. Dev is sleeping. Okay, so he's got this Jesus thing happening. Dev's got 2%. At least he made a sign and went to the trouble of making a sign and put a little thing saying Dev is sleeping. You know what I mean? Like, just the little things like that go a long way because it tells people, hey, this he's still doing the project, but he's just asleep. Like, everyone's got to sleep, right? So, I'll give him props to that, okay? That he's got, he's got this other thing that says amen. So, you could just got to weigh these things up. You got to 86%. It's got 100. Yeah, I don't know. What's the market cap? 32%. So basically, if it just goes to 100k, you 3x your money. Let's just see if he's got any websites and stuff. Let's go look at his website. You know what I mean? So can you see yeah, okay. So it's got this pixelated kind of thing. It's got a song. J-Man, I don't know what a J-Man is. Is it Jesus man? I don't know. So it's got this whole theme, Jesus theme. May the J-Man bless your wallets. Yeah, I don't know. It looks alright, actually, to be honest. If I'm completely honest, I like the theme. I like how it's pixelated and stuff. It's got this whole pixelated, 90s kind of thing, 80s kind of pixelated thing. So I like the website. It's quite good. He's put thought into this. I like it. And he's gone to sleep. He's made a sign at least. That goes a long way, guys. So, and it's only 32k. 32. So then you'd go into the Telegram, have a look at the Twitter. I don't know. I might look at this one. Look at the followers. 231 followers. So he's got the, here it looks like, hang on, let's have a look at this. This is like a YouTube video with him. Okay, so this is what this guy does. Okay, I might hit this guy up actually. All right, well, I might hit this guy up, but this is good. Okay, this looks good. I'm liking this. I'm getting the vibe of this. Why? Because see how this guy looks like Jesus, and he's like got a costume. He's got this thing above his head. I'm vibing with this one because I can see how he's gone that extra. See how he's gone that extra mile. Like he can't see him at the moment, but based off this video. He's got a Jesus outfit. You know, it's just these small things. Like these small things matter. You know. I'm liking this one actually. To be honest, I'm gonna probably go in this one. I'm gonna wait till he gets back, and then I'm gonna have a look at this one because, for me, based off all the stuff that I said, he's got the website, he's got the Telegram, the Twitter, he's got a live stream already on YouTube, and then he's got the website, which is I like the website. It's really good. You know what I mean? And he's got this sign. I know it's a sign, but he had to make this sign, and to tell people, hey, I'm still here. I'm not rugging. You know, that goes a long way. And then on this thing here, which you saw, he's got a costume. You know what I mean? It just goes to tell you that this guy is like legit. He's gone to the trouble of doing this. So yeah, this is, I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but I'm saying that you've just got to try to make the best call that you can. And I know that there's a high percentage of these things failing, but that's all you really can do is just try to, stack the odds in your favor, because it's literally like calculated gambling. I think the odds are way better than the casino, but it's still gambling, right? It's just calculated. You know what I mean? So yeah, it stacks up. I'm going to go into this one. Website, Twitter, Telegram, all this stuff checks out, right? Live stream, I don't think he's paid for Dex yet. Let's have a look if he's paid for Dex. If he's paid for Dex, then this is the deal. This is not the deal breaker, it's the deal sealer. But I don't expect him to pay for Dex yet, because he's only at 37%. He's paid for Dex. That's it. I'm in. Okay, I'm in on this one. He's paid for Dex. So that tells you. So can you see how I'm building this? What's the word? I'm building this his portfolio. Like his it's like a job interview, right? Just pretend. Look at these things as a job interview. You know what I mean? That's the way you go. Yeah, that's the word. That's the word you can look at it. Job interview. Everything checks out. Like, doing a live stream, he's even got a costume, he's got the sign, the website's good, the Telegram, I've got to check that. The Twitter looks good. He's done a live stream, he's showing his face, he's doxed. This is everything that is looking good for this project. It's not a guarantee that it'll go to the moon, but what we're trying to assess here is this: we don't want to get rugged. So it's still early. So I'm going to get on this, and I think that this is a potential, okay? Maybe I might just wait till he comes back on, because I'm kind of hungry. I want to get something to eat first, but I might get on this pretty soon. All right, guys? So that's a really good example of one that, you can see my process, okay? All right, guys, so that's it. Let's see. Any comments? No comments. And yeah, and he's paid for Dex. Okay, so yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out our token as well, Buddy token. And join the community and join our Telegram, okay? If you want something long-term legit. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Leave your comments and likes below. I really appreciate it. That would give more viewers to this live stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.